Ladies and gentlemen, our second bout on the night stays under boxing rules. It is set for 3 2-minute rounds in the super bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner, please welcome Maliah Paculan. And her opponent, fighting out of the Nutrition Company of Cheyenne blue corner, please welcome Tamika Caldwell.
Bout number 2 brings us a couple of female boxers in the 125-pound division. First, we see her already in the cage, Maliah Paculan. She's 20 years old, the younger of the two fighters. Also the shorter at 5'2". Her record, 1 win, 0 losses, comes in as a southpaw. Facing off against Tamika Caldwell. She is the elder at 28 years old, the taller at 5'5", but the less experienced, as this is her debut as a boxer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this super bantamweight boxing bout is brought to you by Hot Spot Chili. Let's meet our fighters. First, fighting out the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner from Guadalupe, California, representing Stick and Move Boxing Gym, Maliah Lady Pac-Man Paculan. And her opponent, fighting out of the Nutrition Company of Cheyenne blue corner, from Denver, Colorado, representing Hustle Hard Boxing, Tamika Cover Girl Caldwell.
Fighters have had your final instructions. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Fighter, any questions? Fighter, any questions? Touch him up.
It's Pacula wearing the black gloves versus Caldwell in the pink gloves. Referee Oscar Martinez, third in the cage for this, our second boxing fight of the evening. It's punchy time. Immediately, Caldwell pressures forward, looking like she wants to be the faster, and Pacula meets her with power. Neither fighter fearful of engaging here early on. Same as our first fight, like to see that. Willing to step in there and mix it up. Pacula doing a nice job probing with the jab in order to set up her entry. Caldwell so far looking primarily to be the counterpuncher, waiting for Pacula to throw. A lot of coaches will tell you the problem with waiting to get hit is, well, you'll get hit. And Paculan continues to work in and out. Now Caldwell pressures forward a bit, and it's Paculan relegated to counter-striking. Fighters have slowed their pace a little bit. Have a bit of a taste for what the other has to offer. Oh, and Paculan looks to land with power. It's like throwing a softball with that overhand right. End of the round. Going to 2. Couple of deep breaths from both fighters. Gorgeous evening here in Cheyenne, Wyoming. The sun's gone down. The temperature's dropping a little bit. Comfortable evening in the cage. Until you get punched in the face, I suppose. And again, the red corner, that's the corner of Paculan, electing to forego use of the stool between rounds. Often that'll be a bit of a mental ploy, trying to show your opponent, I'm in such good shape I don't even need to sit down. Look at you over there taking a rest. And thing that I noticed right here is even coming out of the corner, Caldwell was almost backing up. She circled away from her opponent, did not come out to the center of the cage. It was Paculan that stepped forward 3/4 of the way across the cage to get things started. Oh, and Paculan with a beautiful right hand, and that hurt. Caldwell felt that again and again. Paculan doing a good job with firing off the punches upstairs. Caldwell's bringing her hand up for better defense now. Corner Paculan calling for body shots now. Nice footwork by Paculan to enter into that combination. Stepped off to the side, brought a hook to the body, landed well to the abdomen. And Caldwell, I think, is feeling the sting of some of those punches. I think it's drained a bit of her energy. She's starting to slow down a little bit. You can see in her footwork, punches have a little more push and a little less snap. Paculan again scores well, left, right. Paculan dropped her hands on the way out, almost paid for it. Ten-second clacker sounded. Oh, and a good flurry to end the round for Paculan. Caldwell going to go back to her corner and regroup a little bit. Our thanks to the Wyoming Combat Sports Commission for making this evening possible. Not an easy thing to do, put together a set of fights and have COVID compliance, but they've set forth the rules and allowed things to happen for us, making for a nice evening. Thank you. Some deep breaths being taken over in Caldwell's corner. Referee Oscar Martinez making sure everybody's got a mouthpiece in. They do, so third round action. Touch them up. Little sportsmanship, then they'll try to render one another unconscious by way of punches to the face. Caldwell a little more willing to step forward and engage to start the third round. Came out to the center of the cage. Nicely done. Getting some hips and shoulders into that combination did Caldwell. Had her feet planted, looking to land with some power. Paculan again with that step off to the side punch. Nice technique, brings some power into your punch because you're moving your feet forward with it, but it takes you offline of your opponent. Caldwell looking like she might be hurt. She was signaling something. I think she took a hard shot up against the air. That'll destroy your equilibrium. And a pained look on the face of Caldwell. She's feeling something. See if Paculan's able to step on the gas pedal here. And that punch went to the back of the head. That's what referee Oscar Martinez has seen. So he's going to give Caldwell a minute to recover and get in the ear of Paculan a little bit. Basically, your punch has to be at the ear or forward of that. Back to action. About 30 seconds left. See if anybody's able to step forward fast and furious here. And it's Paculan that comes forward. Speed and power. Looking very crisp for being the end of the fight. Caldwell, offers back a 1-2. A little toe-to-toe action there to end the fight. Nice work by these two fighters. Take a moment here, let the judges do their addition, and Big Mo give us the official word. Fighters to the center. Big Mo, let us know.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 full rounds, we go to your judges' scorecard for your decision. All 3 judges scored about 30-27, declaring your winner by a unanimous decision, Maliah Lady Pac-Man Paculan.
Congratulations, Maliah Paculan from Stick and Move Boxing goes home with the victory. Make the long drive home a little nicer. Get a word from our sponsors. We'll be back. Our first kickboxing fight of the evening. Up next, punchy kicky time.